What's up, guys? Always good to see you here on the Mr.DiGG channel. So we're over at the wash plant at the landfill again. If you saw the last video, you know we had to replace the bearings up there on the shaker deck. Then as soon as I got out of my meeting today, Aaron said we had a little electrical explosion. So evidently one of our VFDs, or a variable frequency drive, exploded inside one of these boxes earlier today. And well, judging by the sound and the movement of the wash plant, he's already got it fixed, thank goodness. Don't know which box it was, and I'm not opening up anything, because if you know me, I don't get along well with electricity. So therefore, we're just gonna be happy that we've got folks that can understand it and get it fixed. And I am super thankful for that. So I'm happy to see some sand coming off the end of the belt. Let's go up top and check on her and see how everything sounded. Vibration, sounds pretty good. And even though the timing was bad to have two outages at the same time, we still got a little bit of stockpile left. I see Keith's on the other side of the sand mountain there loading the truck. And we've been able to make a little bit of sand today at least. We're still doing the big dig right now. We got the fuel truck backing up over there. Always something happening here every day, all day long. And even though that peak isn't very tall yet, as long as everything will hold together now, we'll get it built back up and have us a nice wall there, and we won't have to worry about trucks showing up and not having any material to sell them. But I'm sure our buddy Keith's gonna be busy the next couple of days trying to load trucks and feed the hopper. We're getting a little bit tight down here on his loading ramp though, so this is our stockpile right here. The trucks are continuously bringing sand from the big dig, dumping it right here. We just got to be careful that we don't encroach upon him too much and make it super difficult for him to get up his ramp. And that's why they've stopped dumping right here in the center portion, just to give him enough room for the turnaround. But obviously, the closer you can get the material to the plant, the more efficient the operation is. And he's got another truck coming around the bend there that he's got to go load, so he is wide open at the moment. Trying to keep the plant fed and the truck satisfied. I don't miss those days. Let's ride around here to GreenGo. I want to check on the mulch production and see how the yard looks. It's never good when you got two fuel trucks backed up. We are burning through some petrol right now, guys. But what are you gonna do? Man, they have really eaten through our green waste pile here recently over here at the mulch yard. Good to see a truck coming in with a full load. There's our buddy Austin in our new Hyundai 970. Let's go see what kind of material we got on this truck. Yeah, the guys have been doing some serious grinding around here. This pile's the smallest I've seen it in about a year. We're gonna add to it with this load right here. Every little bit helps. Try to stand out of the dust for once. Nicely done. Oh yeah, got some nice hardwood in there. A little bit of dirt, but as we come through with the excavator and the grapple and sort through it, we'll shake that dirt loose. Add this hardwood to our little pile of feedstock over here. All right, let's go see what's going on around the rest of the site. All right, since it looks like our most of our green waste have been turned into chips. Right now what they're doing is feeding the regrind through the edge trommel. We got the color going to it, making some beautiful brown mulch. Oh yeah, that looks great. Man, I tell you what, that was one of the best things that we've ever done, is set up that trommel as a colorizer, feeding it to the super stacker and making these giant piles around this radial pad that the guys set up. It's just so much cleaner and neater, and you know what you got. Oh cool, in the distance looks like we got the Rotochopper shredder going, shredding up some pallets. We'll go check that out in a second. But I'm really happy to see this little project right over here just purring along. Got all the Hyundai loaders running, feeding the equipment, Rotochoppers eating the wood, and stackers piling it up. Only thing I'd do different if I could is probably go electric on the grinders and the stackers. Now, being where we are, located right here in the landfill cell or future landfill space, we don't have the luxury of running power because we'd have to move it quite often. So we have to use diesel powered equipment, as many folks do in kind of more remote locations. But that would be, if we could set up to where we could use only electric equipment, would save big time on those trucks you saw a while ago. And here's where a good bit of our mulch comes from, is the loading dock right here. See, we have these 53-foot trailers loaded down with pallets and that type material. It'll be dumped right here. Then we use the old cat compactor to kind of crunch it down before the Cabelco grabs it and throws it in the Rotochopper shredder. So believe it or not, we're on probably about 20 foot of crunched up pallets right now. What we did was dig a big old pit right here where we could dump them over the, we used to have a wall right here. We dump them over the wall, they'd fall into the pit. But we get so many now till we just use this pit kind of as our base to put the unbroken pallets and then crunch them up with the 826C. So this process not only makes us more room to put additional pallets as the day goes, it kind of does a pre-crunch, if you will, before the Cabelco grabs it and throws it into the shredder. And for pallet waste and stuff coming from industrial sites, this is the best setup that we have found. Because due to the fact that we have the slow speed shredder over there, as we're feeding this stuff through, if there's any parts left over or very large metal objects from the pallets or crates, the magnet right there will get it out before it goes to one of our high speed grinders and causes damage. Well, apart from us needing a little bit of rain over here, I'd say things are running pretty dang smooth. Love hearing the wood get crunched up, watching it be stockpiled, and then the transformation going into a beautiful mulch right there from a recycled product. Guys, I sure do appreciate you watching and hanging out with me today and all the times that you do. Give the video a thumbs up if you don't mind, and I'll see you on the next one.